Here we go. Oh, we are live. What's going on, gentlemen and ladies, if there's any? Oh dear, we have not sorted. Damn. Okay. No worries, Pete. Welcome, Zach. Let's sort some profiles out, shall we? Why is my PC making lots of noise? Camera's not the greatest today as well, gents. I was in a bit of a rush. Can't be bothered to dial it in, but... Hello, congrats on the eval success. You've passed them all. Is that what I heard? Yes, sir. I will show you right now. There they are. Obviously, I've got the 225Ks. They're already in profit, but... Yeah, there's the 150. All reset and ready to go. And the same there with the 50. So hopefully we don't blow them tonight. We shall see. But my PC's really, really loud. And I have no idea why. Appreciate all the comments as well, gents. As, I don't even know what the word is, man. I just appreciated it. Thank you. It's been a journey, man. I mean, it's not over yet, but... You know. It's a big start. Oh, yes. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, for sure. Okay, right, let's sort these profiles out anyway. We could be missing trades. Tuesday. Okay. Any of you's made any money today? I didn't get back in time for New York, really. I did, but I don't know, man. I know he's had some good wins and stuff, but I'm trying to obviously just get rid of the losses as well. And they were C's earlier, and I just thought, I'm just going to stay away. Yeah, caught a short on gold last night. I'm currently in a long gold. Stop at break even. Nice. Yeah, I will start looking at gold soon, to be fair. I just what I'm doing right now is working, so I don't really want to change it or risk anything changing, should I say. I will be over there soon. That's for sure. I've heard good things. Apparently the fade from value area high and value area low is really, really nice on gold, shortening longs gold. So yeah, definitely check that out soon. Be easier once I've got another monitor. I know I don't need that, but I think it'll be better. At least I can, look around and start keep. I just hated back in the day when I was constantly switching around, looking at different charts. Here, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Recognize where stuff was the day before. So we're just going to stick at that for now. I'm green for the day, but nothing spectacular. Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean. It wasn't looking the greatest. I know Cam caught another really, really nice trade, but it didn't fit what I'm trying to do at the minute. Obviously, I'm trailing drawdown now, so I've got to be careful. Yeah. So I'm just going to be taking one contract trades, I think, on the baby accounts anyway. Yeah, take some base hits. Just some clean trades. I don't mind trailing. As soon as I start getting some payouts on these baby accounts, I mean, this one's what? Just under halfway there as such anyway. You know. Oh, damn. Really? That's not good, man. Well, it's $500 to reset it, so try not to. You're better off just doing another account and buying another 5. But, yeah, we'll try and get some payouts, and then once I'm a bit more confident, we'll start doing some cami stuff. Try and catch some of them monsters without having to worry too much about what happens as such. I mean, obviously he's not out to lose, but oh right, oh fucking hell, yeah, fair play, nice. Oh, we're gonna need yesterday's regular trading. Yeah, we're gonna play it safe until I prove to the missus that this isn't bullshit. Oh shit, have I done something? What am I doing? Off my fucking rocker. Well done. Need a minute to wake up, gents. Apologies. Right. That's Tuesdays. I need yesterday's. What the fuck have I done here? Yes. There we go. Right, I'm back with it now. Fuck's sake. I'm getting confused. Keep saying that to mine as well, lol. Hearing that, babe? I said, I've got to prove it to you that this shit's real before I start taking bigger risks. And he said, I keep saying the same thing to mine as well, lol. Trust me, payouts are coming soon. Yeah. Oh, hopefully you will soon, darling. Famous last words. My mouse sensitivity is just too much for this. There we go. Oh, I got it. Lovely. Yeah, it is a pain because I believe in it so much. And even now to me, because of the stage I'm at, even now I'm starting to think like, what's going on? I've already written that one out. What do I need? Yesterday's trading hours. But we'll get there. We know it's possible. We watch Cam do it every day. Just keep grinding. Never know, it might not be my time yet. I might foul all these accounts as well. Who knows? We'll just keep it going. Alright. I've seen good progress. To be fair, I worked out earlier with ChatGPT, and if I just risk 250 an account, I have to lose 38 trades in a row to blow all 4 accounts. So, I mean, I haven't. My win rate at the minute is. I'd have to check on the. Oh, it's reset now, isn't it? So I won't even be able to see. Damn, because they're new accounts because they've gone pro. I believe they were about 86%. So, I mean, it's unlikely. Some of them were quite traily as well. So, you know, I was playing it fairly risky as such. A lot of contracts as well, trying to get them passed. But yeah. I'm a bit slow today, I can't lie. Yeah, yesterday was a great day though, man. I mean, I managed to dodge all of the losses that were happening. And yeah, just luckily, I got home late. I was at golf. I was at the driving range. missed the first 2 losses, I think it was. I ended up not seeing exactly what Cam was seeing, so I actually went against the trade. The second one, I think it was, that he lost, so I ended up trailing that all the way down. Was it the second one? I can't remember. One of them, I actually went against it. I didn't like it, so I just come in as a sell, but I wasn't even on the stream at that point. I loaded it up just afterwards just to see if anyone else had taken the same one, and then I realised everyone was in the opposite. Yeah, obviously that was a good win, and then caught that nice sell-off down, so I just ended up getting in past the first account. Huge trade, 15 contracts. I just went for it, which was stupid, but I trusted it. And then I did the same with the 50k straight afterwards, and then just after that I just kept following it down and managed to make like 700 between the two 25ks as well. So yeah, good day overall. Well, damn, we have really climbed up through where we was earlier, man. Jeez, that is incredible. Wow. Hello, Graham. Welcome, buddy. Well, I mean, we got some C's. I mean, that would have been lovely, wouldn't it? It did not respect the overnight value area low at all. Wowza. Some beautiful touches off of value area high on the overnight there. That's lovely. Look at that for accuracy. Wow. Beautiful. Why would that be 25 points? Oh, mate, that's amazing. Look at that. Plenty of opportunity up there today. I wished I got on earlier now. Wowza, you had 2 beautiful C trades there. Or were, I don't know if developing, I suppose point of control would have probably been around there at that point. Wowza. Well, we're up here now. Let's see what we're looking for then. Yeah, we've had some nice. I mean, it'd be just my luck that this will be the time I get into this. Now, running through what I'm looking at, we've had some. Obviously, I know it didn't respect the overnight POC, the overnight value very low. Little bit of noise, obviously, due around point of control there on the overnight. We've had some really nice respect coming off of, you know, support-wise, off of the overnight value area high. A little bit of noise through point of control. Nice. I mean, I don't know where value area high was at the time. We don't need to worry about that. That could have potentially been a B. No, what? Let's have a look. There's nothing else going on, is there? Where was we around this? Oh, yeah. Wowza. Some beauties out there. Oh, damn. What time was that? 12:08. That's frustrating, lads. Did anyone catch these at all? I mean, these are stunning. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, nice. What a trade. Okay, well, we've seen, as I was going back to, from my unexperienced, unprofessional beginner analysis, I would say that it is respecting all of these areas as a decent level of support. So I am fairly happy to take a C trade off of these and not worried too much about I mean, they're only going to be one contract anyway now, but even if it wasn't, I wouldn't be too shy about the contract size because obviously I'm hoping that it's not even going to go through there anyway. Oh, it's not quite as tight as I thought. I was hoping this was going to be an extra level of sort of defense as such. No, that's too big. Well, I'll have to wait and see if we can get a pullback down to the previous day value area high, I suppose, and see if, well, see if we can pull up value area high on the developing profile too. But for now, it's going to be a sit and chat. So chuck some comments in there. Let's, what do you want to talk about? We've got a little bit of time to waste. It is extremely hot in here as well, if I look like I'm sweating. Damn, I can't believe we've missed them. What a shame. Absolutely stunning trades there early on this. Yeah, that would have been beautiful. If you'd left a runner on that, wowza. Look at the respect off these previous value areas. I mean, jeez. Amazing. That is incredible. Very nice to see. Oh dear, pushing up. Is this all-time highs? No. Oh yeah, we had a huge sell-off, didn't we? Yeah, God, yeah. Just seeing if we're going to break out into, well, no man's land, I would say, for now. There's a long way up to the weekly value low. If there's any swing traders out there with long positions, well, after the dip anyway, but they're having a very nice day. Did anyone take that trade that Cam took early on when he trailed it up? 2 seconds, my dad's just calling. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah, I think he trailed it down on the retest. I caught a small piece of it. Yeah, it was an amazing trade, man. I think he's enjoying New York Open way too much. Scary. He's just too good at it. Yeah, we're pushing up into no man's land here. This is not looking good tonight anyway. Not good at all. Shame I haven't got gold up, man. This is like the perfect time to do it, but I don't really want to put that extra pressure on myself now that all these past, you know, I'm in the profit area. I don't really think that's a wise choice. I think I'm going to leave that alone. Gold stopped me out at break even, just chopping around now. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. I mean, yeah, we had this huge sell-off, didn't we? When was it? Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, man. That is insane. Can you imagine if you caught the top of that? I mean, alright, let's do 16-point stop loss. And if you, for some reason, manage to be a wizard and trade that all the way down with just one contract, you'd have risked $800 and made $12,762 with one contract. So if we put 15, Jesus. I bet someone out there did. That's insane. Rid of that. Zach, what was it? Someone was saying the other day on the stream that gold is really, really decent at sort of fading between. I don't know if he said it was developing profile or just profiles in general, but really, really pinpoint with, you know, a bit like what we was, you know, seeing here earlier with how accurate these levels are. I mean, that was a stunning trade. That would have been beautiful to catch that. Catch this one, I think it was. That would have been a perfect trade, man. Zero, well, what? Barely any drawdown there. So, not even a tick, or about a tick, about a point of drawdown. Absolutely perfect. Yes, it hits current session level so cleanly. Yeah, that's a bit of me, man. Well, we're hoping that we can get a nice pullback down here to the previous day's value area high. If that is for some reason the trade, the setup that just wants to plummet back through, then that'd be really, really frustrating. But I do have that sort of luck, so I'm due a losing day, that's for sure. It's been, these last 3 weeks have been far too good. I think overall with the 4 accounts, it's now about 26k. I think I've earned, or $26,000 over the 4 accounts. Yeah, I mean, what was nearly 5k yesterday alone? Just, I know it's obviously passing them, so it doesn't really count, but you know, the potential's there. But we're just going to dial it back now, you know. And after breakouts, always gives a great pullback for another entry. Yeah, man, I'll definitely look into it. I know I said I was going to do it this week, but yeah, I'm just focused on getting a payout right now. I mean, I need to get some money. I need to get some of this investment / debt back. Because yeah, we need that right now. Nothing to do with needing the money as such. It's just I need to hit that goal. For now, that's what I've got in mind. I've passed the accounts. Still got room for one more. But again, I'm not going to do that until I've got some sort of payouts or some sort of money coming back in. Just want to earn $250 a day on each account. Going for the bare minimum, daily profit, $1,000 a day, 80%, $800, transfer to British pounds, £600 a day. Don't need any more than that, man. Jim, you've been aggressively taking mainly A and B setups to pass. Kind of, but we was going over the other day, and I'm not trying to say this as financial advice or anything like that, but it's just my own little thing. Even though we're taking sort of A, B, and C trades, even if it's literally exactly what we're talking about here, even though this is a C trade, we only got one confluence, previous day's value area high. I'm also looking back at what price has been doing when it's also been hitting these areas, you know, further down or up, wherever it's coming from. So I'm seeing the respect that's happening. You know, we're getting perfect little, you know, beautiful respect from price at these areas. So for me, I'm gonna take, if we do get price come back down, I would be very interested in taking this C. I'm still only gonna take one contract on it, but I probably will try and trail it if we do get a nice push. You know, price is obviously going to want to come back up eventually after this massive crash, I hope. So for me, that's like a decent C-rated trade, but I've just stayed away from the bad. Not that there's any good or bad ones, you know what I mean? I'm staying away from the ones like New York Open, like, you know, certain ones that have been lost on the live streams and stuff. I'm just staying away from them. So I've kept my win rate in the, you know, mid 80s. To be fair, I think these accounts at the minute are at 100%. I'm not even sure. I don't think I've lost on these yet. Yeah, just sort of picking the trades. You know, times of the day. I'm trying to, and I'm writing everything down. I'm going back over things, figuring out, you know, what happens when I took an A plus at, you know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever. When I took a C at this rate, just trying to get as much data in my brain as possible, man. Because there's been a lot of C trades that have played out over these last 2 weeks, as we keep speaking about on these streams, and you know, it's, I mean, yeah, they've been playing out, so like, why not take them? Do you know what I mean? We might as well. But obviously, if it's silly and it's just touching somewhere that's random, you know, like if it comes all the way up to previous week's value area low, you know, I know it's a C trade, but it's like, what are you going to do? If we get a massive push, or even not a push, if we just poodle up there, we just poodle up there for the rest of the evening and, you know, get up to there, and what are you going to do? Are we gonna sell it or push up? But for me, I'm going to stay away from that personally. That's just me. Because I don't really know as such where that's going. I haven't seen anything hit that's in like new area for now. As such, I know it's a, you know, it's a value area, but I'm just looking at it thinking I'd rather probably stay away from it, see what happens off of that area. You know, it might hit it and then just spike straight back down. I mean, look at the respect we've been getting off these other levels. I know it's a long way away, but it's still a value area in my eyes. I might be wrong, I don't know. Obviously, I'm still fresh into this, so we'll have to see. But for now, it's just trying to stick with what works, really. I've got to get some seat time, you know. We've got to get some seat time in there and see what's working and what's not. Yeah, we'll see. Gonna keep going. There's no rush now. All the accounts are passed. I'm not getting charged anything. I'll tell you one thing though. They did. So when I passed them, obviously I woke up this morning and I got the email to change them over to Pro, and it was trying to get me to pay like $260 to activate them. And obviously I use Cam's code, so I don't have an activation fee. And it wouldn't let me do it. I didn't have no tokens to use, and I'm sitting there thinking, what should I do? So I ended up jumping on their AI messenger, put me through to someone live, and they've given me the tokens. Luckily, they give them back to me, which is nice. But yeah, that was a bit scary. I was thinking, like, I don't really want to be spending any money, but you only get 48 hours to activate them, I believe, unless that's Apex. It might be Apex. Yeah, scary. Yeah, I got them anyway. They're all done. Everything's passed and ready to go. So, I'm gonna keep going at it. Right. While we're waiting for price to, I was just gonna open some windows. Okay. Gotcha. Holding for a 1-to-1 on winners has been a challenge for me. I typically bail out around 75% of TP on a winner, but will ride out a loser all the way down to my stop loss. That's not profitable math. Profitable math. Yeah, no, you're right, buddy. As much as I'd like to sit here and say that I'm not like that, I was until I started streaming. I can't do that now. Everyone's watching. I just got. But to be fair, it's helped because the amount of times I have wanted to pull out, and then it just, well, I mean, it doesn't even go to TP, it busts straight through it. Remember, we're only taking 5 points. I know to us it's like, that feels like the trade, but these are just, you know, this is a very safe way of trading as such. It's a very high win rate, clearly. You know, Cammy doesn't do that. You got to remember, if we're taking, you know, I'm taking one contract, so I can't really trail it out now. If we get a nice big push, don't get me wrong, I would. But for now, I just need max profit as such in a, you know, safe. Because I've got that trailing drawdown behind me now on 4 accounts. So although I've beat the first challenge that I was looking at, you know, we're now on another. So yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. It's, yeah, it happens. I've done it for, yeah. I think everyone does it. It's scary, man. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're using micros or minis, but obviously I'm using minis. I only really trade minis, but you know, if you are just trading one mini and you don't mind trading micros, if you're, you know, that type of person, I personally, I don't like it. It's just not really a bit of me. I don't want to have to set up 2 different charts. Yeah, just cut that one mini in half, and then just take off your first bit chunk of profit at 5 points. Stick that sucker up at break even. Well, it should be anyway, bypass 75%, and then you know, trowel the other one out to 10 or whatever. 10 points, or just let it run. You know, look at you. If you had done that earlier, I mean, look at this. It's huge. Yeah, all right. You would have got out around here somewhere, but even still, that is ginormous. I mean, these are huge. The power of trading. But for now, I can't risk that, man. I've got to play it safe. It's working. I've got to get rid of that greedy mindset of mine. I never thought I was a gambler until I started doing this. I'm hoping that this is a long pullback, but I am starting to get worried that this is going to fall off now until, well, oh damn, we still haven't sorted out level 2 data either. I need to get on that. I need to sort that out. I would love to see how many orders are sitting down here. I can imagine there's a lot. Be interesting to see the value area high and developing come up as well. That'd be nice if we can get a nice strong pullback and bring value area up to there, make this a B setup. I've not been able to figure out level 2 with Tradovate and TPT. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You need a Rhythmic account, and they don't do that for Tradovate, I believe. Well, you have to choose whatever the other one is. But if you've got it, so if you can kind of, if you open Tradovate in your main account and you've got level 2 data, or on Apex, you can have multiple screens open and it will transfer over. But I just haven't sorted it out yet because obviously I haven't got the Apex accounts now as well, so that's gone. So I'm just going to do it on my live account. But this is really not looking good at the moment, guys. I can't lie. We're not looking too healthy for anything too good tonight. All right. Headache already. Jesus, we've got 15 contracts loaded up here. We definitely don't want that. Here's another good thing as well, Zach. I'm not sure if you do, but stay away from market orders if you do that. They're not the greatest. You will lose. I mean, Kami speaks about it quite, you know, rightly so as well. Like it is true. You do lose. So if you look at the DOM here, obviously you can see, you know, the buy price and the sell, well, market value and of the buy and sell is around a tick apart. So if you actually buy in, it will actually buy you in like a tick or two above. It's really bad. So you are actually losing. You know, even that alone can bring you down, you know, an extra tick or two. So it's like you want to stay away from that. Just stick to your limit orders. And I just tend to put them sort of a tick above, depending on what's going on. Obviously, again, looking back, you can see I've had a, you know, push through here. Obviously, sometimes you got to get them in market orders. You can't be like that all the time, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, so I mean, we're probably good to have it right on the level there, to be fair. Obviously, you know, we're looking at this. You know, this could bring us down. We could easily get some real big drawdown here. Yeah, no market orders for me anymore. With this strategy, the slippage is terrible. I just trade limits right on the chart. Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. So you're getting slippage. It's a shame we didn't catch this earlier. If I'd come on half an hour prior, would have been great. Good evening, Pete. Only with market orders. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's bad. Not looking too good here, gents. A real shame after what we see earlier, but price is obviously going to want to go, but it's yeah. See what happens. We don't have any news events. I haven't even checked, to be fair. I literally was in a bit of a rush. I jumped straight on. 8:25 FOMC. No, nothing crazy. That's not too shabby. How's it going, Pete? Did you catch anything earlier on the open? Really? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, nice, man. There was a beautiful one yesterday. You see that? Yeah, off of that after the last trade that Cami took before he switched off when it bumped off. I think it was value area low, somewhere down low, and then it just literally just well, not booms, but it just trailed all the way back up, all the way to the top. Just really wished I was able to catch something like that one day. I mean, the payout off of that alone on one contract would be more than enough to go enjoy the rest of the month, that's for sure. Certainly wouldn't have any problems paying the bills that month off of that. Oh, joking. Missed it by 1 pip, all the sat there. Oh man, that's gutting. Getting a little bit greedy with them. Oh no, saying that, no, it was quite high, didn't it? It didn't actually go all the way down and touch it, did I? It was a little bit. It was probably maybe a point or two away, if I remember rightly. Yeah, shame, man. This is not good. I know we're not really after lunch yet. We're in a decent bit of consolidation, but yeah, it's not ideal. Patience. Be nice to catch something clean. We get a nice explosive push down and a decent touch. Hopefully we can get a nice a nice aggressive push back to the upside. Hopefully we do not want it going down. Well, as such, I'd rather not lose, but if that's the way it's going to go, at least there'll be more opportunities if we do. But if we do catch this first one, I think that's going to be the only trade. Yeah, yeah, beautiful, mate. This is what we was just talking about. This, man. Look at the respect off of these levels, man. I mean, it's just absolutely pinpoint. Yeah, just amazing trades. I mean, there's so many, and then as soon as I get on, none. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just perfect every single time. And I mean, to be fair, I probably would have been confident in that going back up. So we're looking at 8 points there. Literally 8-point trades. We've missed so many. Yeah, $400. Missed out on that. Missed out on this. Another one. Insane. 16 points. Even if we was just taking base hits, we've missed out on. Well, it would definitely be a good payout today, that's for sure. Would have definitely made a few thousand, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, probably wouldn't have got the sell off of that. I definitely would have had I wouldn't have been that generous with the entry, but if he was, another beautiful trade, 0 drawdown. Perfect, man. Be interesting to know what this reacted off of to get that amount of buying power straight back up. It just burst through value area low there on the overnight. Nice touch on overnight POC, straight back up. You know, loads of respect off overnight's value area high, or eventually pulling away. Just so many. Amazing. Probably would have took a loss there, because I mean, I can imagine we would have entered just because of the respects. We probably would have took a loss there, to be fair. But we would have got that straight back. And then again. Potentially again, I mean. Probably would have just took the 5 points on that one, but yeah. Now we're looking for that trade again. Obviously looking at this as well, I know we're, you know, the point of control's come back up, but obviously we are in a bit of a dormant area for another 15 minutes as such. So, yeah. Not too worried about that for now. gonna be a bit of sitting around. Nothing like what we had last week, man. I mean, that was phenomenal. It's just a shame that I've missed so many trades. I mean, if I caught that trade, if you'd seen that trade I took yesterday, man, it was unbelievable. I was down like 4k. I was down 4,000 something on the 150k, and it just had that massive push. I did not pull out of the trade. I was like, no, I ain't pulling out. I just had it in my head. I knew where it was gonna go. Yeah, the volume died out and it just switched and went straight down, and yeah, just passed it with flying colours. Made it just shot through the floor. I pulled out luckily before I hadn't too much, and then just carried on trailing it down with the other accounts. It was amazing, man. I just caught that whole move down, that huge sell-off. Just caught the whole thing down with all 4 accounts. That was really, really nice, man. That was a good day yesterday. I'm just gutted I didn't catch it on stream or record or anything. That'd have been very good for the YouTube. PM till 4 PM. Yeah, so market open. We had that nice push, didn't we? That's a shame, man. We'll see. We're collecting data. We're learning. We're gonna see. Keep missing the. Gonna keep missing out like this. Might have to start bringing the stream a little further back. Might jump on around 5:30 our time, about 12:30 New York time. See if we can catch some moves, man. But could just be the week. It's been a bit crazy. We had a great week last week, man. That was so good. I really, really enjoyed the streams last week. They were so good. Such great trades from everyone as well. You know, multiple call outs. Yeah, I can imagine, man. The power hour. Yeah, as soon as we get some payouts coming, obviously I'll be able to retire temporarily from my second job, shall we say. I'm not going to leave just in case, but we'll temporarily retire for a bit, give a few shifts away. And then we'll be streaming every night. And obviously when Cam goes back to his normal streaming hours, I will do New York as well on the open, sorry. Do the AM and PM, hopefully, depending on what he's doing. Obviously, I want to be watching him as much as possible. Still learning. Long way to go. Yeah, we'll work around it. It'd be nice to see a real nice push down here. I'm just a bit worried about where price has gone earlier. I don't want to get whipped out and then the move happen. That'd be really pissed. Nabil, hey Lou, what's good, brother? Good to finally catch your stream again. Yeah, man, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. But yeah, like we was literally just talking about. But at the moment it's only about 3 times a week. But as soon as them payouts start rolling in, we'll be on 5 times a week, hopefully twice a day, catching the AM and PM session. Okay, we've had something happen. Price is looking like it wants to come down a little bit now. I'm a bit worried whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But the trade is there. We will just be taking 5 points, and this is why I do not trust where we're at. Let's wait to see if we get some sort of direction. At the moment, Just coming out of that D-shaped node. Yeah. Oh, damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Fucking hell. Yeah, don't be blowing evals, man. I mean, I can't talk. I've done dozens of them, but it's so frustrating because not that I've made it, and you know what I mean. I'm a long way off yet, but I've overstepped a huge milestone, and I now look back at all the things I was doing when I was just blowing accounts left, right, and center, and it just feels very silly to me now. Yeah, try and nip that one in the bud real early. I mean, to be blowing accounts, if you're following this strategy as well, I mean, you got to be risking a lot to be blowing these accounts, really. So yeah, man, just take it down a notch. Don't rush. You got a whole month to pass. Yeah, the worst ones are the revenge trades. They're the ones that used to get me. I used to lose some. I used to spend days being really strict, building it all up, and then I have one bad, not even a bad loss, just a silly little loss. I get the ump and I go, fuck this, 15 contracts, bang, and the whole count's gone. And then I get the ump and then I give up for a couple of days. Just yeah, just treat it like you're. Because you remember, if you're I mean, I don't know what eval, I don't know who you're using, but you know, for example, if you're using take profit, which is who I'm with, you know, even if you do pass the eval, one, you got 5 days to do it, so that's good. 2, even if you do pass it, you've then got to trade exactly how you should have been trading the first time round anyway. That's how they're getting you. You know, you can't mess around. If I'm, you know, with the stage I'm at now, if I come up and have the unfortunate thing that's happened to Cammy a few times over the last week or two with the one tick away from take profit and then crumble down and stop him out. You know, if I'm up $500 and then I go down and lose $500, I'm actually down $1,000. So, you know what I mean? You gotta be strict, man. And so if you're risking a lot of your money on your account and you go into a bit of profit and then it crumbles back down and it goes up into a little bit more profit and then it crumbles back down, you'll get stopped out somewhere down here and you'll be like, what's happened? Do you know what I mean? It's just not worth it, man. Slow it down or lower your account size. The big thing for me was passing these 25Ks, mate. They ain't easy, especially using minis as well. A $250 loss on these 25K accounts. That's a bit of a hit, man. But yeah, 50K is good. Yeah, 50K is cool. Yeah, even that. Just risk 5 points, 1 contract, 250 each way. I mean, put it into perspective. Would you want to lose $250 a day? I'm fairly happy with that. But then I'm also happy with just walking out with $250 that day. I mean, it's decent. It's a lot of money, man. Some people don't even earn that a week. And then if you've got multiple accounts, which I've stopped copy trading actually now. I forgot to mention that. I'll be doing all these accounts on their own. To one for my mental game. Because seeing thousands of dollars running up and down on here is too stressful for me right now. Yeah. I'll tell you another big thing as well. I was about 3 days away from being paid out with Apex on 5 accounts. Would have got like a 4 or 5K payout. And I mentioned this the other day actually, but I don't know what was going on, man. I was having problems at home and stuff, and I just started pressing buttons. Told myself, do not open the laptop, Lew. You don't need to do it. So I did. Blew all the accounts. And instead of just trying to go back into it, like you said, you're going to do starting fresh tomorrow, take a week off. Just remove trading from your brain for 1 week. I did it for a month, to be fair, but it was only because I didn't have any money left to buy any more accounts, I suppose. But yeah, don't rush back into it, because you'll just do the same thing. Reset. Have a complete reset. Have a week off. Have a month off. As long as you feel to the point where you start to miss, you start to think, oh yeah, do you know what? I'm cool now, and then wait for the point where you start to miss it again. That's what I did, and I come back, and touch wood, I have been spot on since, and that really worked for me. My friend told me to do it ages ago when I blew an account like last year or earlier on in the year, I think it was. And I didn't listen, went back on the next day and just kept going and kept going and kept going. And all I kept doing was the same thing as what I was doing, just doing the same results. Yeah, it's amazing. It's so hard to say because obviously it's hypocritical from me, but yeah, just try and have a break, man. Try and have a break. Just stay away from it. Do not open a chart. Delete TradingView off your phone if you've got it. That's a big bit of advice as well. I'm alright now because I don't take trades on my phone, but that was a problem for me before. I've blown a lot of accounts from doing stuff on my phone when I'm in bed bored of a night. Really dangerous idea. Really dangerous. Yeah, scrap that. I've been watching your streams and I love how you stay patient and waiting for a good setup. Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. A lot of people, especially streaming, I'm a new streamer. I've only got a few hundred subscribers, which actually, that's a point. Shout out to that as well. Thanks to everyone who subscribed, because I've just hit 400 subscribers today. I think I'm more than that, actually. I think it's over 400. So yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, I think a lot of things as well is people will be trying to rush. I mean, you can see we do have. You can trade this, this D-shaped profile as such. We can be fading this right now if we really wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I want to stay away. Yeah, we're gonna wait for some good setups. This is real money now as such. We've got 250k of live real fake money, should we say? But this is a very good opportunity. There's no point me trying to sit there trying to get in and out of trades to make everyone happy watching. The people that really want to, get into this stuff and take it as seriously as I do, they're gonna sit there and watch and do exactly what I do when I watch Cammy or we watch other people. There's no point rushing, man. It ain't gonna do anyone any good. Just gambling, and that's been the biggest. And I've learned the hard way, man. I've wasted some serious money on this. Yeah, it's really bad, to be fair. But I believe in myself in doing it. This is what I want to do. I didn't do school. Didn't do nothing like that. I got nothing. So it's this is my lifeline now. I've committed and I'm in way too deep to give up. Not that I want to, but even if I did, I probably couldn't. Yeah. This is what I want to do. That's something I have to work with, getting impatient and forcing myself into bad positions. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just follow the. I don't know. Are you in the group or anything? You in Volpro or have you been watching Cammy? And taking the course? You need to learn a strategy for a start. Model, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And stick to it. You're only gonna get. I'm comfortable now. So I'm on a 3-week win streak, over 3-week win streak, including yesterday. I've barely lost a trade, and I've certainly not had anywhere near red days. Sorry, we've had no lost days at all. I'm not trying to jinx myself. I'm just confident in it. But I am now happy to have a losing day every single day this week. I mean, I'd be very annoyed, but it's probably going to happen one day. It's inevitable. There's no point me sitting here stressing over us losing some money tonight because I've seen what the consistency can do with volume profile, and obviously the way Cammy's version of it works. There's no lying. I've proven it to myself now. I was saying this in the group earlier. We just got to keep going, man. Yeah, it's just be consistent. I know it's so hard. It's easy to say because I took a trade yesterday that I was saying, that trade I took to pass the eval, but I had to pass it yesterday, so it was make or break really. I left it. I didn't realize how late it was gone. I was too busy looking at the other accounts, and yeah, it ran out today, so it was just make or break. So I just went hard on it. All right, it worked in my favor. But even that, I didn't take a picture of the trades or anything because there wasn't really such a setup. I waited for certain areas. I was still fairly strict with it. I didn't just enter, halfway between value areas or anything like that. I waited for something, and yeah, we got it done. But yeah, it's just try and trade it like it's your own money, man. Because at the end of the day, it is, you're paying for it. I know it's you're getting 50 grand accounts or whatever for 100 quid, but it's not the point. There's no point trying to just wing it to a payout now like what I used to do, because it doesn't work. These prop firms are designed for people like what you're saying that you've been doing or you've done, you've just poked at the end of. Definitely what I used to do. I mean, I was the #1 account blower for sure. I'd go through multiple a day if I was in a bad mood. Yeah, you just gotta play the game. Yeah, Lewis, do what's right for you, brother. Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's what I'm doing. I've been, obviously I'm watching and I'm still learning. I'm not trying to sit there and say I've done it and I know it all or whatever. Nowhere near, mate. But I'm also learning my own ways of, what I think works, my own little adjustments to things. I have actually been thinking about different targets of, stop loss and take profit. I'm happy with 5 points on the stop loss, but missing out on a lot of profit. I don't know if it's just lately, but I seem to be missing out on. We could definitely be taking more. We could probably be at least doing 10, which would be nice. But then I'm also, again, like, why be greedy? I'm happy with 5 points. It's working. I've got an 83% win rate or 87% win rate. I don't need more, but obviously, yeah, it would be nice in the future to have a little play around and see what else we can get out of it. I'm in the school group, bro. I've been cheering for you. Yeah, nice one, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've had such nice comments in the group. It's been really, really nice, and the group itself's great as well. Not even just what I've been receiving, but what I've been seeing everyone else, receiving as well, and their inputs and stuff and everything. It's been amazing, really has. I think it's a great group. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's painful to be trading just one mini and not have a runner in the game when you find a nice winner. Yeah, it is, but then also from my own, again, this is just my opinion, from what I've been seeing, especially of lately, is it is nice to get that runner, and you are 100% right, man. Like, it makes me feel sick when I watch what could have been mine on top. Do you know what I mean? When these are all above the buffer limit, I'll definitely play around with a few more things, but obviously all I worry about then is taking that double stop. And if we do leave a runner and it doesn't run and we come back to break even and then we do the same thing again later and then we take another loss, it's like, do you know what I mean? I could be up a K, but now I'm down, 750 or whatever that'd be, or, you know what I mean? Whatever, I'm still down, so it's like, I really, really do like the idea of why Cami teaches the 5.25 take profit and the 5 point stop loss. I do, it works, man. It's so consistent and it's quick. It's good for people, especially like me. I'm quite impulsive. I want to be in and out. I'm not the most patient person. Trading's taught me to be more patient, don't get me wrong, but when you ain't really got a choice unless you want to lose everything. But yeah. We're still babies in this field. Don't change what works, Lou. That's where things change. Do the same thing over and over. Rinse and repeat. Make trading boring. Yes, spot on, mate. That is exactly what I was trying to explain. Exactly that. I feel like runners as well. Talking about running contracts. You need to be. I mean, if you've got six minis going, and you take 5 off at 5 points and let the other one run, I kind of agree with that more than having maybe 2 contracts, taking one off and letting the other one run because of the reason I just explained. So yeah, I mean, you just got to play around with it, man. I can't lie, the results are speaking really well for me at the minute. I'm just trying not to let the confidence get to my head, because even this trade here, I mean, I'm looking at it now, and it's probably, we probably won't take it even if price does go down. I'll see what it looks like if it goes down, but you know, as of last week, I would not even be looking at this trade. I'd have probably switched off the stream, or we'd just be having a chat and, you know, watching. I am still interested in it. It's just, yeah, I don't know, man. We need to see. We need to see some volume first. You know, the orders are just, we're just in, you know, complete sideways action, as you can clearly see. Huge D-shaped profile. We really, really need this. Yeah. The fuck? For anyone who doesn't know. Oh, big push. Go back. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get here then. I might take this on the 150k just because $250 loss on that, if it does lose, is not really that much of a bother. But then I also kind of want to work on getting this to 1500. It'd be a real shame to see that push straight through and stop us straight out, but price is just not wanting to come through, is it? It'd be crazy if we get another huge sell-off as well, though. I mean, taking a loss on that wouldn't be too bad, but then we got a long way down, man. We got such a long way to, I mean, there's just no, it's just C's after C's. I mean, depending on where value area low goes, it's just not really the greatest night. It's probably the worst. This is probably going to be the worst stream so far for sure. I mean, we've had some really, really, you know, the streams last week were so good, man. It was just amazing, the accuracy. It was so good for confidence building from last week. You know, going from the week before of, you know, that first stream I did on the Friday, I was sweating. That was scary, man. Not wondering what was going to go on. We called out 2 C trades, I think, on that stream, and they worked out perfectly. I mean, one of them was a lot of drawdown, if I remember rightly, but, you know, the win is the win. Do you watch time and sales or any other order flow tools? No, I don't, mate. I've only got, I'm on a laptop at the moment. I used to have all the Gucci gear back in the day, all the triple screens and everything, but unfortunately I don't have nothing like that no more, due to moving. But I would like to potentially get that going, yeah, for sure. Something, I mean, again, it's working what I'm doing now, so why change it? I don't want, I've looked at, what's the one with all the bubbles and stuff in it? Tells you like the iceberg sales and, you know what I mean? Someone will chuck it in the chat. I've looked at things like that, and it does look great, don't get me wrong, but it's, you know, yeah, book map, that's it, buddy. I don't want to get too confused. I'm happy with what I am. I completely trust what's going on. I'm very confident in it, apart from today anyway, but yeah, sometimes too much information, well, most of the time, just too much information is, well, too much information, it's in the name. Stay away from it. Just yeah, I mean, what we're using now is perfect. We don't need anything more, really. Just not really too confident tonight. We'll see what happens at 8 o'clock. If we're not going to get anything, if nothing's going to happen, we'll probably call it there, and we'll just be very strict and disciplined tonight, and we'll call it a no trade night for the first time on the stream. Well, apart from last Friday, but I mean, it was my first stream. I was a bit nervous. that's gone now. I actually feel alright. I'm enjoying it, and I appreciate everyone watching. It's been good, man. Yeah, going back to obviously Nabil, that's been obviously a huge help as well. Is the streaming? I can't mess around now. You're watching. Do you know what I mean? If I do something silly, I mean, if it plays out, then fair enough. But it's not long term, is it? I could have sold in there, couldn't I? And I could be up in literally. I could be taking a payout right now. But what's the point? It's not consistent. We could be looking at taking buyers off the bottom of this bottom of the profile, but yeah, 100%, man. Good for accountability. Yeah, definitely. I didn't realize how long I could speak for as well. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm probably just talking shit, to be honest. But I totally agree. I've been watching time and sales, and it distracts me or confuses me mostly. Moving forward with my new eval, I have decided to keep it simple, only DOM and TradingView charts. Yeah. What more do you need? We got some beautiful support coming off the top bottom of here, by the way, just to for anyone who's feeling a bit ballsy. I'm not really the most confident in trading these D-shaped profiles. Someone correct me if that's wrong. I know it's a D-shaped node, but is that, are we classing that as a profile, or is that just because we're in, where we're at? But even that, I'm sticking. I don't feel like I'm missing out either. Even watching Cammy take them trades earlier, it was a beautiful trade in that. I was just more happy to see someone make it more than sitting there going, like, why am I not in that? Why have I missed out on that? Oh, I better load up the laptop then and just do something silly. Like, I don't get that. It's all gone. That mindset's completely different for me now, and I'm really, really grateful for that. It's a huge step, man. It really is. I'm hoping that everything's just going to carry on. Hopefully it's not just a streak of good luck. But again, as long as I stay consistent, keep doing the same things. Like I said, even if we lose for the next week or even 2, I'm only going to be taking 4 trades a day. So, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 trades. So I can lose every single day, 4 times a day for the next week and still not blow my account. So, hopefully that's not going to happen. But, I mean, it shouldn't do. That'd be very unfortunate. But you never know. It's a cruel world. Yeah. Nice, man. But yeah, the subscribers are coming right in. That win from the other day, the big win we had, that's had like 2,500 views and like 500 likes. Yeah, man. Let's get some likes on this stream as well, if you don't mind. Let's jump up the algorithm a little bit. Try and catch Cammy. Might take a few years, if I can at all. Let's see. He's so good at trading, man. I've got to take my hat off into him. Not that I'm in a position to, I suppose, even rank someone as a good trader, but just a genuine guy. Genuine guy, no bullshit. Well, even if he is, he's really fucking good at hiding it. Just, yeah. Hats off to him, man. Fair play. He's so good. So confident. And the calmest I've ever seen at losing like 4K. Yeah, never seems to panic or get stressed, does he? Not at all. He doesn't. Like, he's losing like 5 grand, and it's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're on to the next one, and then he'll go and lose another couple of grand. It's like, that's right, we'll get it back. And then he gets a huge trailer, and just follows that all the way in the perfect direction, and just gets his money back and makes a couple K more. It's unbelievable. How do you factor in volatility and adjust your stop loss accordingly? I've noticed last day's ES were more volatile. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a dead day. Well, I mean, it's not. There's a lot of orders going on, but obviously it's, you know what I mean. We're not getting the reaction we want. But again, for me, I'm sticking to what Cammy teaches, man. If you've done the course, I'm guessing you have if you're in the group. 5 points in New York. I mean, I know he's doing a little bit differently at the minute because he's doing New York Open and he's testing the waters, but you know, ideally, if you are following along, which, you know, legally I suppose you probably shouldn't be, but if you are taking the same trades as him, I do feel, and I'm doing the same as well, even if I do take him, I'm still taking 5 points. 5 points in New York, anything out of regular trading hours, Asia, overnight, London, whatever, is 3 points. So yeah, just stick to that, man. Not that I trade them hours anyway, but if I do for some reason, yeah, regular trading hours 5.25 just to cover the fees, and then everything out of regular trading hours 3 points. But play around with it. I mean, if it's not for you, I think looking at the issues that you're going through, which is completely normal from my experience as well, and I'm still battling it myself, but you know, I'm hopefully coming out the better side of it at the minute. Is you don't want to be taking long trades. Don't be looking at where areas are up here to try and target. Yeah, price might go there, but just take basics. Take them little rewards, man. Build that win rate up and whatever else. And I've got a text message. Yeah, the past few trades he has made have been showing real quality, absolute Hollywoods. Yeah. Cam is a real OG Volpro man. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He's real good. Where's BN20? Alright, I just got to let my colleague know a time for tomorrow. Fucking hell. Alright. Jesus. Two tests, one test. Hotel. 7? Go Brighton. Painful PM session for us tonight. Yeah, absolutely, man. It is real slow. I appreciate everyone just tuning in and listen to me drone on. But if we can learn something from it, this is why I don't mind sitting it out. Yeah, it is frustrating, and yes, we could be taking these trades. You know, we've called this earlier. This would be a nice position to buy from, and you know, all right, fair enough, I was right, but I could have been wrong. It could have just pushed straight through. So, you know, there's people out there that this would be a dream right now, trading these areas, fading in and out, fading back up to point of control, and seeing where it's going to go, coming back down, doing the same again. It does work, but for me at the minute, I'm going to stay away. I mean, look, you've had a huge result here for taking... why does it keep doing that? For taking that 5 points, yeah, like bouncing off previous day's value area higher. Already up 7 points. You know, we've got some nice trades, man. 9 points if you want to fade it up there, if you're brave enough. Even if you wanted to be cheeky and just take it under point of control, it's still nearly 7 points. Right, you can do it. But as we all know, point of control likes to ruin your day. Yeah, we're still going to be looking at this C trade down here, but it's very, very unlikely. And I have to think at this point, if it does break through, we probably won't even take it anyway, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It could still be good. It could still be good. But we're okay now with no trade days. I used to be very, very bad with that. I could not handle not being on the laptop. I just had to get in. It didn't matter where it was. I just had to get in. I had to get that fix. And that is the reason why I'm a failed trader. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that confident yet. Hopefully in a few months I'll trade that way. Yeah, Graham, 100%, man. If you're not confident in it, I look at it as a gamble. It is a gamble. If you're not confident in doing something, why are you doing it? You know, it's simple, really, isn't it? Right, let's remove this off the chart. But yeah, I mean, you can take some beautiful trades. We did it the other day, didn't we? We was having some nice trades on one of Cammy's streams off of the profile when we was in that huge mean, the whole thing was just, it was just one big D-shaped profile, and it was massive, beautiful. I mean, I suppose, well, depending on where you're looking at, I suppose it's more of a P, isn't it? But yeah, it's not looking too good tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see, man. We're all right. We had a great day yesterday. I cannot complain. Everything's passed. Everything's in the clear. Huge milestone yesterday stepped. I mean, I've passed loads of accounts before, but it's the way I passed them. I passed them cleanly. Apart from the last trade on the 150k anyway, but everything else was clean. So clean, man. Like perfect trades. Every trade was confident. Every trade was thought about. Every entry was, you know, perfect. Like, you know, no guessing and just running things out. It was, every trade was perfect, and we could have made so much more. So just taking these basics, actually talking to Nabil again, just taking these basics, the power of consistency and compound effect. You know, I'm taking these 5-point trades just on their own through all of these accounts, and I've made just under 25k on all 4 accounts over the last 3 weeks and 1 day, excluding today because we haven't taken any trades, obviously. But yeah, 3 weeks and yesterday. So why try and risk your whole account on one big banger to more than likely lose it? Never gonna work, man. There's a really interesting thing on Google. I'll try and find it. Do you know what? While there's nothing going on, let's have a little look now. $1,000 trading balance compound effect for 1 year. Oh, let's see if I can find this picture. This will blow your mind. It is absolutely incredible. There was an amazing picture that I see. It was a long time ago. If you make 1%, I think it was 1% or 3%. I think it was 1%. A day, every trading calendar day for an entire year off of a 1k account, you'd have $1 million in there. $1 million. But making 1% a day. I know it's only 1%, but that's also hard to do because you're going to have losing days. If you just make 1% a day over 1 year, and I've been trading for 2 years and I've made nothing. I've been risking thousands, making thousands and losing thousands at the same time. There's such, you know, if I find, what's that? No. If I find it, I'll put it in Volpro. It is an amazing picture. I see it years ago when I first started trading. It was unbelievable to see. It really, really was. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, price is doing exactly what we thought, man. This is not, we'll see what's going to happen off this hourly candle at 8 p.m. or 1500, shall we say, New York time. We don't get any immediate reaction or any sort of push. We've got a lot of volatility in there. I mean, there's plenty of orders, but it's just, they're just fighting it out. So we need a winner, really. We need to see. And to be honest, either direction isn't really the greatest. You know, up here there's nothing, and down here it's just seas. It's just such a shame that we didn't get in here, man. This was a real shame. So I think we've learnt something regardless, even though we've just been sitting here watching. But I think we'll potentially start loading up a little bit earlier, maybe around that. Yeah, maybe around that 12 o'clock mark, I think. Sorry, was it 1 o'clock? What time was it? Yeah, 1 o'clock. I think we'll start heading up about 1 o'clock. So what we'll do is obviously going forward with the following streams as well. Is obviously, again, I don't know what Cammy's schedule is, but obviously I'm not going to interrupt his streams because I want to watch them as well. But if for some reason he's not streaming the PM session or anything to do in New York, I'll do both twice a day as well if possible. But I'll definitely be able to get the most days. I'll definitely be able to get New York opening as well. I'm normally home from work quite early, way before 2:30, so we should be able to get them in at least, and then hopefully we get a few evenings in as well. And we'll start dialing it in and really getting the experience in there and seeing what's going to work long term. Let's try and get a little bit of seat time. You know, Cammy makes it look so easy. It is. I mean, learning it is getting fairly easier as such. Not easy to make money and stuff. I just mean a little bit confident and stuff. He's doing PM once he gets back from Japan, I think. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Well, you know, we'll get the AM session in at least, and then it'd be nice to get a little bit. I've got the experience I need off of him now for the AM session anyway, so it's been quite handy to watch. So it'd be nice to see how he reacts off of the PM session, especially in times like this. He might have taken these. He might have faded this top node here. Never know. I don't know. But yeah, it's been cool. But yeah, 3 minutes now until 2 minutes actually. Wish I could watch. Still a slave during the day at the moment. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. If it weren't for my job, I wouldn't even know what trading was. So, you know, I'm very, very fortunate in that sense. Don't get me wrong, I know I get home early and stuff, but the amount of shit we have to deal with is just ridiculous. There's no organisation and stuff, but we just get it done and just get on with it. I don't even bother moaning anymore. It's not worth it. I know what I want to do. I know where I'm going to get to. I'm just going to keep grinding. We'll get there. So I was working out earlier as well, over the 4 accounts, if we're earning a base hit of $250 per account per day, well, if you were lucky enough to make that every single day, so $1,000 a day, what did it work out as? I think after tax and the 80%, sorry, not tax, after the transfer to British pounds and the 80-20 split, it was damn, what was it? Oh, where is it? Oh, come on. So realistically, it said if you was having like a 75% win rate throughout the month as such, I think it works out, take home around 10k a month. I think. Where is it? On chat, me and ChatGPT are best friends, by the way. I use it for everything. Yeah, so 80% payout, roughly around 20,000 a month. So you get 16. You're taking home, this is if you to make the 1,000 a day as such. Yeah, 20 trading days, 20k, 80% payout on top, 16k. And then what would that? Yeah, transfers into probably about 12, 13k. That'd be nice. Imagine that. You won't be a slave no more, Graham. Just stick at it, buddy. Same advice goes for myself. I also got declined for an affiliate link as well, which I was a bit annoyed about. I don't know why. It gave me some reasons, but I mean, I thought I answered it perfectly, and I think it's my following. Obviously, I'm only a baby, so it's probably something to do with that. We'll see in the future. That'd be nice. Okay. Still not really any reaction. Are you stalking a long around previous day value area high? Is that a B or a C setup? Could you explain this, please? So yeah, so it's definitely it's a C. There's one confidence. I mean, if he was really being greedy, this is not the correct way. I don't even know why I'm saying it, but if you really wanted to take this trade because you're so bored of sitting here watching all night and nothing happening, you know what I mean? If the old me would have definitely tried and convinced myself that that was a high volume node and that this is now a B setup, but no, it's not. It's a C. And I'm pretty certain on that. A few of the other gents in the group, if you could back me up on that, or let me know if that isn't the case or is, or whatever. I'm pretty certain that's correct. Yeah, C. I mean, yeah, definitely a C. I just meant about the high volume node. Just didn't know if that had any. It's not a high volume node. If anything, that's more of a high volume node, which would then kind of make you think no anyway for this trade. But yeah, C setup, one confluence, one main prominent in your face, you can't miss it confluence. Target areas, obviously. Why? I don't understand why it keeps doing that. It's really frustrating. You're looking at 5.25 points on the TP and 5 on the stop. Now, interesting. If we put this here, now you can see we are entering into that D-shaped profile. So you've taken the course. There is obviously, as you can clearly see here as well, a lot of power, a lot of volatility, a lot of orders, whatever you want to call it. So your 5.25 take profit is actually not really in the greatest place, to be honest. You could unfortunately get that bounce of horror and come back down and stop you out, because you're more than likely going to be at break even at that point as well. So this is what I was on about earlier with why I try and, you know, factor in other things around, which I've now factored in, and I definitely won't be taking that trade now. You've got to factor these things in, man. Even this node here, no, it's not the biggest, but it's still an area of where there's going to be, you know, there's going to be some form of reaction. So yeah, we're in a very shit, really, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to tonight's session, but I would rather sit here and watch it than try and get into a trade for no reason. I mean, it's got to break out at some point, but we'll give it some time. We should see some reaction. There's some form of news coming up as well shortly, so we might even be lucky enough to get a breakaway from this area around then anyway. But we look at this profile as well. We've had two massive areas today of point of control. You know, it's some huge. So there's been a lot of not really knowing where we're going until here, and you know, everyone's got excited. Imagine if you had bought in up here thinking, oh my god, we're going to trail this up for the rest of the day. And this is exactly what I mean by, this is what I would have been the man for that. You know, that would have been me back in the day, going, oh sweet, we're obviously going, you know, we're in a bullish market. We'll what should we say? We'll draw some trend lines up there, keep following it, and see where it goes, and then yeah, lose, blown the account. See you later. On to the next one. Nice B setup now for the overnight value area high, but I put all of my accounts on it. We ain't going to be getting there by the time I turn the stream off, so no point even looking at that. But yeah, Graham, I wouldn't take that trade as a HVN high volume node. Yeah, no way. I wouldn't neither, but you know, just trying to think about things that I would have done previously. It's a shame though. Well done for everyone, you know. Obviously it's good for me as well. Obviously I want as many viewers as possible, so but you know, for the 12 people I believe it says are watching, you know, fair play for sticking around listening to me just rabbit on, because you know, we have learnt, I've certainly learnt a few things from this tonight, to be honest, so it's decent. There's some really good C trades. I've been becoming very confident in these C trades over the last sort of 2 weeks. They've been playing out really nicely. You know, barely any drawdown at all, really. I mean, nothing to worry about, and you wouldn't have even noticed that. It'd have been a quick blip and then straight up. You know, you've been, you know, they would have got a bit scared here maybe, but you'd have been out of the trade by then, so it didn't even matter as such, unless you was trailing it, and if you did, then, you know, to the moon. But yeah, just trying to stick around, and, you know, whether it's me or someone else you're watching, just try and watch some people and get some experience. There's no point sitting there. I'm okay now with sitting here with my hand over these buy and sell buttons, playing around with the contract side. Like, I don't feel the need to get into these trades. It doesn't bother me. I'm not sitting there shaking anymore. So if you are, you know, watching things like this, can probably be quite beneficial to you. The streaming side of it alone, just me, because I know I can't do it in front of you. As I mean, it's taken a week for it to completely remove that from my brain. So, you know, sometimes it does probably help to just sit there. Anyway, sit there and watch someone, you know, do nothing as such, talk about things and explain little things, ask some questions, whatever. I was just going to say, what's gold looking like, anyone? Is it still doing the similar thing to this, or has anything broke out? We had anything change? I might start looking at that. I know I said I was going to wait, but I might have a little look at it potentially tomorrow if I get home in time before New York. I should be. I've only got 2 jobs. Oh, really? Boring as heck. I'm interested in a test of the developing session. In a test of the developing session, value area high for a fade. I think that with a whole day's volume now created, these levels should be strong and give a rejection. My weekend homework. Hang on, sorry, let me read that again. Developing sessions, value area high. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. Gold's still ranging, okay. High for a fade. I think that with a whole day's volume now created, these levels should be strong and give a rejection. My weekend home. Yeah, I mean, if it gets there, but then also, you know, again, I do agree with what you're saying. I just worry about that breakout, man. You got to remember, we're in a, well, if we're looking at previous weeks wise, we are well in a discount. So prices, you know, eventually going to at least rebalance as such. Normally does. I mean, stock market's never really going to go down full time, is it, as such, unless something crazy happens. In normal conditions. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, just off of this profile alone, if you're confident in playing that anyway, I mean, you've got plenty of areas you can get in. Even if you get in just at the top of the profile and use this as an extra layer of defense, you know, and take the top of this profile as your entry, or just the top of there, and, you know, try and hypnotize yourself into using it as a shit B or a potential C that might have a bit of a blockage, a bit of an extra defense behind it. Even if you just took the risk off the table, depending on what that is. Yeah, I mean, you could play that really tight if you really wanted to. Just go for 3-point stop. But person, oh no, to be fair, it's above point of control. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably take that, to be fair. And obviously, yeah, if you wanted to, I mean, you could just go in full with that. Take your 5 points. Nice, straight down to the top there. But yeah, not for me, buddy. Thank you. I'll be leaving that alone. I don't think I won't be taking trades tonight. I'm going to sit here and make myself watch, and hopefully I do miss out on something in a way. I'd rather that than take something out of sitting here for the last 2 hours and then lose it and think, what did I do that for? So yeah, I am certainly in no rush to take a trade tonight. I think the day is over for trading. This session anyway. It'll be interesting to see what goes on through Asia, but I will be long gone in bed before that. I'll do loads of testing on the power hour levels. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't really backtest anymore. No, I mean, I say I probably should, but I don't even think there's any need, really. Not unless you're doing it for a specific reason. But I mean, actually, like, I don't really feel like I need to test the strategy itself, because you can see what's going on. Do you know what I mean? It's not like other things I've used. Yeah, be nice, man. But yeah, we're all. I think we're all on a good path. We'll keep grinding, man. We'll get there. We've all seen the potential. I mean, I see the people online and stuff, and they're making fucking 300k on a trade and things like that, or like losing 100 grand of their own money and things like that. I just think I wouldn't even want to get to that level. That's too much. I would not want to be making millions on a one trading day. That's just too much money. Well, the government's just going to take half of it anyway. I couldn't. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. That is ridiculous. It's just too much. I'm happy with just not having to work and just, being comfortable. That's all I'm after. I'd be more than happy with that. Play golf every day. I know a few of the boys will be interested in that. Play a nice bit of golf. Go to the gym. Be able to do things when you want. Not have to worry. Ain't got to answer to no one apart from the tax man. Sounds good to me. What time? That's the dream, mate. Money buys freedom. Yeah, it sure does. It also keeps you prisoner. It's not even real. That's the worst part about it, is money is not real. It is just, it's not real, is it? It's just a bit of printed paper. They just print more and more of it out whenever they want. And for some reason we're made to kill, fight, risk every for it, and it's not even real. Craziness. Been reading some very interesting things about wealth and banks and the way everything works. Evil, mate. And there's a reason why they do not teach you finances in school. That's for sure. Well, not in our schools anyway. It's a big lie. Trade for freedom and not to answer to anyone. Yeah. 100%, mate. Like I said, I think that people get a bit too greedy with it and they want to make fucking, 100 grand a day. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, there's plenty of people out there that do it live on stream. But I just think that's too much, man. What kind of lifestyle were you trying to live with that amount of money and that amount of risk every day? I mean, if you've got that much money to even waste, potentially, to put on the line, why are you even trading, man? Go and enjoy your life. Do you know what I mean? Come back when you need some more money or something. That is, I mean, you must be in love with the game for that, because I mean, that's just, you need to go and enjoy your life. Go and invest in some businesses and other things and earn money while you're asleep. Hey Lou, did you buy CME data on TradingView to get live prices, or do you get it when you connect Tradovate to TradingView? I currently pay a separate CME subscription on TV for live data. Yeah, man, it's included with I believe it's included with. It's included. It must be. I don't pay for it. Yeah, yeah. If you activate the TradingView add-on in your preferences on Tradovate, or I'm guessing you're using Tradovate, but whoever your broker is that's connected to Take Profit Trader, you can activate it in the preferences, and then you'll be able to log in, obviously down here to Tradovate, and then your delayed data will disappear, and you will have live data. How long have you been trading out of interest, Nabil? Like actually, you know, are you pretty fresh or? Yes, mate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, price is really, really not doing anything that we want it to today, gents. So we're gonna. You're 4 years deep. Wow. Damn, man. Yeah, you're more experienced than me then. That's for sure. Damn, man. Yeah, that's a long time. I think I was trying to work this out the other day. Trading properly with purpose. You know, actually trying to, you know, understanding what's going on and everything else. I've been trading since November last year, but kind of properly since January this year. When my friend Taylor got into it, we kind of pushed me to get back into it. But dabbled around in a bit of Forex and stuff probably a year or so, maybe a little bit more before that. But I had a massive gap in between there where I didn't even think about trading. But yeah, obviously jumped into futures. Yeah, same time as you, bud. Oh no, not same time. You jumped in 3 months ago. Yeah, I got into futures. Sorry, January. I picked up the laptop again. Sorry, in last November, and then jumped into that group that we was talking about the other week with Juvia in January. I have now actually left. Thank God. Fuck that guy. Was trading Forex, SMC, etc., etc. Yeah, man, there seems to be. I mean, I'm guessing that is ICT, I believe, isn't it? But obviously, just on that subject, and you know, it seems to be so many ICT people coming into Cami streams and asking questions about it. I tried it for about 2 months, man. Yeah, I couldn't get along with it. It's not a bit of me. It's too. It's just. And this is basically what it was like every day, just waiting for nothing to happen. That's the way I see it. Anyway, I know people make a lot of money. I couldn't do it, man. It was too much. Not that I was, you know, I was only in there about a month or two doing it, but nah. I really, really liked the precision and stuff. Like, really, really thought that was good. Liked being like kind of being able to call out what was going to happen and stuff from time to time. But again, it's just like conspiracy, innit? You're just looking for patterns and sweeps and just stuff. Yeah, it's no good, man. Only works certain conditions. Everything's got to play out perfectly. You know, sun's got to be, you know, in perfect place in the sky. Got an eclipse coming. Got to trade off that now. I don't need that in my life. Yeah, some people make. I'm nowhere near experienced enough to ever knock anything anyone does. Obviously, so you know, what can I say? I just, you know, find something that's worked for me and I'm just sticking to it, man. Did you watch Casper Nabil? 6 different time frames. Yeah, that was another thing as well, was switching time frames all the time. That was doing my head in. I mean, I literally see this and I was like, I am sold. As soon as I see it, I was like, that is what I want to do. I need to learn that right now. Volume profile, Cammy's version, done. See you later. I never look back. I don't need to. I just want to I want to get to the point where I'm so confident with this, and then I will start adjusting things in hindsight, should we say, like, you know, having a little look at things and, oh, you know, we've seen a lot of patterns here with blah da da, and, you know, maybe we can push the, you know, stop loss a bit tighter or so and so. I like the real database trading, and Cammy explained it amazingly well. It was so easy for me to make a decision after watching Cammy's videos. Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, yeah, well said. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, there's nothing really I can say. Yeah, it's perfect. It just explains it perfectly. And it makes sense as well. It's not like, it just makes sense. Yeah. It's annoying that there's so many sort of, you know, people out there just on the scam. It's a real shame. Real shame. You know, you got to remember what you're doing to people as well. Like, that's pure greed, and I'm quite big on karma, man. Like, that's gonna come back to you. It must do. It has to. There's no way someone's gonna let you get away with that. You know, you do something bad, it's gonna get you eventually. You can't live like that. I got done 1,500 quid, didn't I, joining that group? They tried to take 5 grand off me, but I didn't have 5 grand anyway. But I managed to give them 1,500. And I never made a penny out of the group, really. If I had followed it religiously, I would have made some money, to be fair, as such. But it weren't worth that. Their losses were huge. They were taking, you know, trades like, geez, I mean, the stop loss was literally like, you know, it was massive. They'd be taking huge, and taking, you know, TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5, TP6, and it was just, yeah, awful. Ain't no good for that. Right, I know I've said it on the 8 o'clock and the 7:30 candle, but we are gonna see if nothing happens at 8:30. I think we're best just to call it here, lads, before we all end up doing something silly. We got some news coming out right now, and then some more in 5 minutes. So we'll give it till 10 to, and then we'll look for something. Graham, I have watched some of Casper's videos long ago, not a follower. We'll see what these 2 small news folders can, see if they can give us a push in either direction at this point. It'd be nice. But yeah, looking back, just sort of hindsight, if you were to be trading the extremes of this now node, you know, you've had some really nice little fades between. Yeah, real nice trades there as such, if you're into that stuff. It's not for me personally, but yeah, you could be playing that. Ooh. Can't believe we're at 422 subscribers, man. That's crazy. It's been just over a week. That's madness, man. That's really positive. I'm so happy with that. That's amazing, man. Thanks to Cammy for that, man. He's just helped promoted it. It's a nice thing to do, man. Letting me do that. Really good. He definitely did not have to do that. Yeah, these reactions are crazy. Another one there if you was going to take the short off the top there. Nice little trades. Already out 5 points. Oh no, maybe not. Oh wow, that's bigger. Oh. I do think it's crazy, but I couldn't personally take that. I know we've had a lot of these playing out perfectly and stuff, but that scares me big time. Just point of control being there, that really gets to me mentally. One point, one tick away there. 2 ticks away, sorry. Boom, there's your next win. Scary, eh? Missed out on thousands in there if we were brave enough. Just nothing happening, is there? If we was looking at, right, this is really annoying me now. Why are we getting that happening? That should not be doing that. If we can set this. See if anyone was going to take the hopefully a bounce off of the bottom of this. Yeah, 100% Graham. There's no trades here tonight for us, man. Only city ones. Don't get me wrong. See if we can get a fill. Some decent amount of orders there. Right, we're on that 30-minute candle now, so that next set of news should come out. So hopefully, if we don't see anything by 10-2, we know nothing's going to happen. Big push through. And that's why we don't take them trades. Oh. If we waited all this time for a loss, it's going to be even worse. If anyone's sticking around to potentially see a trade, I wouldn't count on it. I probably am not going to take this even if we do get down to the value area high. But we will follow it and just see what it would do if it gets there. I mean, we've now hit, oh no, it's gone straight through. This is good. Well, this is the best move we've seen since the stream started. So it's finally actually took a dive out of that, so we might actually be seeing a sell-off coming. It's just a shame that we don't have another confluence down there, really. That would be really, really nice. There's nothing. This is just a very basic C. Keep your fingers crossed trade. If it gets there. What would that be doing now if we were? Ooh. Be halfway through our drawdown there. No. Oh, it's a fucking joke. No way. There we go. We got some movement now, gents. I will be as of now, but obviously I do believe that obviously Cami, from I think Graham said earlier, Cami will be going back to streaming the New York PM this session from next week. So probably not for now. I'm obviously still learning, you know, massively as well as everyone else is that's watching tonight as well from the group. So yeah, I'll probably be more interested in, obviously you'd be better off, and so would I, watching obviously Cami streams in the evenings. But yeah, eventually, man, obviously, you know, once I'm confident and everything's going, you know, hopefully even better than it already is, which I'm already grateful for, then yeah, I'll be streaming as much as I can, really. I mean, there's not, I'd rather not trade if I'm not streaming, if you know what I mean, because of how disciplined it's keeping me. So really, I want to be, if I'm trading, I want to be streaming. So yeah, hopefully, man, we'll catch some so hopefully some 2-a-days. I'll be doing the AM session and the PM session. Cami doesn't stream Fridays, so obviously I'll definitely do Fridays as well anyway. But obviously it depends with my evening job as well. So until we can temporarily get away from that, I can only stream PM sessions Tuesday and Thursday at the moment. So yeah, Tuesday and Thursday around 6:30 PM in London time, and 2:30 for the AM session. Yeah, we'll get there, man. It's been good so far. I've been learning a lot. It's been great. Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate you coming, man. It's, you know, especially when we're sitting here doing nothing. It is a shame, though. Yeah, we're not really seeing anything. I mean, at this point, I think we are just wasting our time. I think if it does push down now, it's going to fold straight through all of this. I think it's just going to plummet. Yeah, it's not. There's nothing going on. But yeah. Right, gents, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm not going to be taking this trade anyway. We're going to call this. I'm going to be happy with calling this a no trade day. It's the first one. You know, we've had some really, really, really great day. Oh, great days. Oh my god. Great days trading. Wowza. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. Wow, imagine if we had a limit order there. We might stick around just a minute. just bear with me, guys. Let's hold on just a minute and see what happens. we got some that was insane. There are a lot of orders. That would have been the quickest. Well, if I was risking one contract, that would have been the quickest loss I think I've ever taken. See how it reacts off of here. This will be the interesting one. This will be interesting. How quick that's come down, that could go back up just as quick. And that's, you know. But yeah, that was a good prediction. I'm glad I didn't take that. I did think that was going to happen. From the way that was moving, if it broke out, it was going to go mental. Look at the DOM. That is insane. I can't even keep up with it with a mouse. I'm trying. That is going insane. Yeah, the reaction off this value area low, this is what I was looking for. Because we had such nice reaction off of it earlier. This was kind of the area, and then obviously, you know, we've got a B as such set up down here, or at least 2 levels of defense for it to break through. So with just what's going on at the minute, we're just melting. But we have had a nice reaction off this value area low, which is good. So again, you know, even me just calling these out, you know, we're learning something, and I am obviously especially. Yeah, we've had this nice reaction now. You know, that'd have been such a nice place to take that trade. I'm not going to do it because I didn't want to take a loss on the end of the night. But yeah, that'd have been a beautiful little trade there as well. That'd have been perfect. That'd have been a really, really nice little trade if I'd taken that. If that was earlier on in the day, I definitely would have took that, and we would have had a really, really nice win just then. That'd have been lovely. That'd have been a perfect little trade. Yeah, nice reaction. Exactly what we called. Yeah, perfect time to buy. You know, low value, big discount. We're already in a massive, you know, big discount. I think that was the perfect level there. I'm glad I said that when I did. So it's not just in hindsight. Yeah, now we're tracing back up. See what sort of reaction we're now going to get off POC. See if it's going to melt back down. I mean, for all you peoples that got into that trade earlier, cool. If you had stayed in, you have just made thousands. Yeah, lovely reaction. Look at this. See, this is good. We're what, over a month in? We're calling out these reactions. No one out there can say volume profile don't work. Not that anyone does, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? But this is the stuff, man. Even if it breaks back above that now, it's still the reaction off that level is what we're looking for. Yes, it's better when it obviously plays out then and carries on going down. But that reaction right there and that reaction right there, same as that reaction there and that reaction there, and this like that's what I'm calling out. These reactions, that's what we're looking for. This is good. This is what we want. Could have took a beautiful fade back up there to the previous day's value point of control. Would have been absolutely amazing trade. So that's 16 points. It took 16 points off that. Barely any drawdown. Just two points of drawdown. Not that you would have set your stop loss to that, obviously. Not with the market doing what it was doing, but you know, we're talking hindsight now. Exactly. So we've missed out now. Yeah, exactly. Well called. Now we've just had another 5-point reaction off of POC. 0 drawdown at all. If we break down. Yeah, well called, Peter. We could. We just missed out on another 2 trades there, guys. These are nice. That is huge. I mean, this is not a small box, but I'm just having to have the chart so small because of how big these volume these candles are. They're huge. But this is good. It's good that we're recognizing these areas. They're hitting perfectly. Now we're looking for a melt through, ideally. But again, perfect reaction. So many orders there. I think Pete's on it there. I think we're going to be looking for a push through. And then we want to retest, and then we want an entry down. If that's what you're getting at there. Fade the rejection off of value area low if we break down. Or are you looking for a rejection from here and a 5-point stop back up? Yeah, there we go. There's the next one. Another 5 points. No, 0 drawdown. We've had nothing there. Perfect trade again. I know now if I get into this next one, it'll stitch me up. So I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna take it on a no trade day today, guys. There's no trades from me. I'm gonna play this one safe. Beautiful trades, don't get me wrong. Just glad to see that our levels are absolutely spot on, and it has been like that all day. I mean, it's been just perfect. Probably one of the best days, even though we've not taken a trade. It's been one of the best days for price reacting off of the levels we've got marked out. Absolutely spot on. We want a nice push through now, really. Perfect little 5-point trade again off of that. No need to be greedy. That's why I like them 5-point trades. So now we're looking for the push down, quite aggressive, and we want it to come back up. Why is that box so small? Mad how big these candles are to make that look that small. These are not the smallest trades. These are quite big. That box just looks tiny. Yeah, it's playing out perfectly. Seven, eight, 7-8-7-5. Pete's in. He's ready. 7-8-7-5. I really do want to get in, but free. I'll take it on the 50k. I'll join you on the 50k just because yeah, I don't mind taking on a big account. Alright, we're going for it. 8375. We need to get ready to be quick. 7350. 67350. Wouldn't be a bad idea to trowel that down as well, to be fair, mate. Here she comes. Be very, very unlucky if we're the ones that now get the the rejection. We're actually, I'm going to set my order just a tick below. Just to make sure we get that fill. Here she comes. Do not stitch us up after the perfection you've been giving us all day. And we're in.
Order filled.
That would be really unfortunate. You might get stopped out here, Pete. Here we go. Big push down. Break even now. Bringing that down. I got to trail it down just because of my up $300 now. Gonna call it at about 300, I think. Okay. And we're out 300. Yeah, nice, good trade, good trade. Had to play that one safe there just because of my trading drawdown, but yeah, $300, nice little win. Bit bad on myself that I said I wasn't going to take a trade, so I have kind of gone against my own rules there, but you know, it was a good win. We followed it down and we got the win. It's about a, what's that, a 6-point trade? About 5.5 points. I think. Yeah, probably about 5-6 points, I don't know. Yeah, good trade. Well called, Pete. Nice one, man. I just made 1,500 in 5 minutes. I fucking love this way of trading. Yeah, fair play, mate. Well, we made some money on the 50k at least, so that's a good way of putting it. That's the only thing with me on the trailing drawdown. I've got to be so careful. And that was moving fast as well. I thought we was going to get to 400 really, but you know, it's come back, so I'm glad we're at where we're at. Yeah, I wouldn't probably look at doing that again, just out of my personal opinion. I think obviously we've had this huge push down, and you know, obviously it could still dart down further, but we are in a real discount now. As such, I think. So yeah, maybe better off leaving that alone if anyone's looking at trying to get back in when we get back up here and trying to get the same result. Because even that, I mean, you know, we took some drawdown there. We did take some drawdown. And ideally, I was expecting that to be a 0 drawdown trade as such, just because of, I mean, look how clean everything else is. I mean, imagine if we had got into this, you know, that would have been a huge, that's a huge amount of money there we would have made. Just that tiny little move, you know, $300 only on one contract, you know, yeah, $300 in the pocket, so that's a good start. Yeah, I'm glad we've done that now. No more trades, not giving anything back to the market today. Yes, sir, that is the best statement of the night. 100%. There is no need to give any of that money back. Take that 1,500 and give it to a homeless person rather than give it back to these. But yeah, this is exactly what we was just talking about, guys. You know, some people have a tendency to, oh, I missed the first one, so it's alright, I'll get the second one. Don't do it. Reset up, resit back. Evaluate what's going on, look at market, look how much we've lost in volume to the downside there as such. I know it's still big candles and stuff and there's still a lot of market orders, but yeah, I mean, we want these moves were absolutely, you know, if these were at the start of the day, we would have caught all of these 100%. We would have caught every one of them. We probably would have got stopped out breaking even on this. I probably wouldn't have took the 5 points. Maybe would have, I don't know how I would have reacted, but yeah. We got that one, $300. I mean, some people work 2 days, 12 hours a day to get that sort of money, so there's no need to be greedy. I was only trailing that just because of the amount of volume, and obviously I've got to be careful because of my trading drawdown, so I didn't want to leave my stop loss up there and, you know, it come back and stop me out or something because I'd have lost even more. I was better off trading it, and, you know, fortunately it worked out. But yeah, just stick to them levels, man. But what a crazy week so far from Friday. I mean, the price, I've never really seen it like this. It's all over the place. We can't really tell if you're bullish or bearish. It's just, you know, it's freaking everyone out. But yeah, that's me done anyway, guys. I am literally going to call it right there. There is no need for me to watch anymore. I'm still a little bit pumped and shaky from that trade itself, so I think it's a good time for me to turn off and go and switch off. But yeah, man, appreciate everyone watching. If we could smash that like button as well, try and get that up there, try and get a little bit more bigger audience to hopefully watch this all go well for the future and onwards. And we will be back Thursday, same time, check it out on the YouTube. I will update on the thumbnail the time I'll be starting, if I'm thinking it's going to be anything like today. I'll have a little look tomorrow evening on my phone when I'm at work, and just see if we're getting similar sort of reactions, and we'll maybe adjust our time to current market conditions, which is obviously a little bit crazy. So yeah, man. Right, I'm going to call it there anyway, gents. Have a good rest of the evening. Pete, do not give any money back. Switch it off and go and enjoy your evening. You made way more than yeah, well done, mate. That could have been very good for me tonight, bro. Yeah, man. I'll see you all later. Take care.